So my grandfather, Ruben, he used to be a taquero, right? Basically someone who makes the tacos and everything for the Mexican streets. He used to do it in the tianguis of Rio Bravo, right, in Mexico. And it's just one of those things where, you know, you go there, you get some tacos from your abuelo, from your grandfather, and you have a really good time. My grandfather is pretty on the, you know, he's on the older side. He doesn't do it a whole lot. Every now and then he does. So I said, you know what? I got to make some tacos just like my grandfather, man. I just got to. It's same way, same style, same everything. So let's go ahead and get started on it. I don't have a propane burner or anything like that, you know, so we can go ahead and start making things, you know, start making things with it. Fortunately for us, we got a Kamado Joe, and we ended up getting one of these bad boys right over here, man. This is a 16-incher. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description below on where to get it on Amazon, but it's pretty nice. So we're gonna go ahead and test this out, see if we can make Mexican street tacos on the Kamado Joe. Let's go. All right, boys. So this has reached about 350 degrees. That's about where we're wanting it. This is going to act like a heat diffuser a little bit, right? So we're gonna put it right in here. And the best thing about this thing is that you can actually close it down and it's gonna seal fully all around, man. So we're gonna let that get to temp, let it preheat to 350 degrees, and then we're gonna go ahead and start adding all of our stuff to make these tacos, bro. Now for our meats, we're gonna go ahead and we actually got some meats that my sister brought in. These are from San Juan Meatery from Mexico. They're not the most marbled meats out there, but they are pretty tender. So we're gonna go with some sirloin and some New York strip steaks. Traditionally in Mexico, you don't really use steaks for, you know, steaks. You know, most of the time these meats all get combined together and then you make them into tacos or into whatever. We're also gonna go with 1/2 of a chorizo. Usually it's a full rope, but this time it's only gonna be one side of the rope. We're gonna go with an onion, and most importantly, lard. Lard is the secret, gents. I gotta tell you, like if you guys use regular oil and you're like, man, how come this doesn't taste like Mexican street tacos? Why are my tortillas so greasy instead of, you know, being, you know, the way that they have it in restaurants? This is why. And we're gonna do half lard and half water. So let's go ahead and get started. Temperatures are around the 300s or so. So let's go ahead and start adding all of our stuff. There we go. Look at that, guys. Now let's go ahead and start combining everything. Obviously, the first thing that we're gonna do is add some of this here lard. Don't be stingy with it, guys. This is what we're gonna need, okay? So do not be stingy with it. We don't need a whole lot because this disco isn't really that big. Yeah. Ooh. Now that we got the fat in there, let's go ahead and add some water. Now be careful with this because it might pop on you. See that? But it's all right. Now it's time to go ahead and add our meat. Don't be scared of this, guys. Make sure it's fully submerged. There we go. Ooh, careful now. Now we're gonna add our onion. There you go. And we will add our chorizo as well. I would normally add a full rope, but this isn't a whole bunch of meat, so I'm just gonna put this right in here. And let's keep it there for, I don't know, we'll keep it there for about 30 minutes for now. And make sure that the temperature stays at around 3 to 350. 30 minutes has passed by. Let's go ahead and start flipping these over, man. Be very careful, very gentle with it. There you go. Get a little bit of sear action in here too. But that sear doesn't need to be done until, I don't know, close to being done. Chorizo is fully submerged, so I'm not too worried about that. But I may end up cutting this one in half just so that everything can be submerged properly. There we go. So I ended up cutting it up quite a bit so everything now fits and is fully submerged. So now we're good to go. Let's go ahead and close this thing down before it gets a little too hot. About an hour in, and we're still holding in the 300s, give or takes, 315, 320. But it looks like our water has gone down a little bit. So let's go ahead and add some more. There we go. It's about right. And we're gonna continue this cook until the meat itself is nice and pliable. Right now it's still tough. Oh yeah, it's I want to say it has maybe about an hour and some change left, but yeah, it's this is a sausage, but yeah, it's still on the tough side. We'll give it about, we'll check it again in about 30 minutes or so, give or take, and we'll be back. All right, gents, another half hour has passed by. Let's go ahead and check it out. Always do this so that you don't burn your hand. Look at that, boys. Oh yeah, the meat. Look at that. All right, so to give it one extra layer of flavor, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna sear this off just a little bit. Give it an extra little flavor right there. Matter of fact, let's do that too. Give it a nice little sear. There we go. Oh yeah. All right, boys. Meat is nice. Had a little sear action going on. Nice and soft. Let's go ahead and get these out. Oh yeah. All that flavor right in there, man. Oh man, guys, if you guys could smell this. If you guys could only smell this, man. A little sear action right there. Bro, this is gonna be amazing. Now here's what we're gonna do. Get you any of these tortillas. Doesn't matter, right? It can be store-bought, homemade, whatever, doesn't matter. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put this just like this, man. All the flavor has to be all of it. Tortilla time. Make sure you have it right there with all the flavors, man. Very important. Flip it on over. There you go. Ooh. There you go. And let's go ahead and get these out. Look at that, guys. Now, guys, if your pan is not hot, it's going to stick a little bit. So always make sure that this part is super, super hot. Let's keep adding tortillas. Now you could dump just a little bit, not a whole lot, because then it's gonna stick. So just a little bit is more than enough. See that, folks? This thing is burning, but see how it's not superly oily? It's nice. That's what we're looking for, boys. Look at this tortilla right over here, bro. Look at that. Look at this. Remember, if this is not hot enough, it's going to stick and it's going to cause all kinds of issues. You don't want that, man. This is what you're wanting. Let's go ahead and do a couple more. Remember, flavor, bro. Flavor. We did all this work. We got to take advantage of it. Boom. Boom. Let's go ahead and take advantage of it. Look at these tortillas, bro. I just flipped them right now. Forgot to turn on the camera. But look at these. You can turn them around. Look at that. Very good taco tortilla right over here. Now, you could do the same for both sides. I generally don't. I try and leave one side a little bit more toasty with oil in here. And this one is also heat it up, but not too much to the point where it's oily all over, right? That's not what we're wanting. We're not wanting an oily as hell tortilla, bro. This is what we're wanting. Now, while we wait for the tortillas to come out, it's very important that we start chopping everything up. Make sure that the cap is still, that the fat is still there, because that's gonna play a very important role. Now guys, every now and then, what my abuelo used to do, my grandfather, the disco is already running out of water, so most of the fat is still present. Bring some over. Lay it in here, guys. Rehydrates the meat, just in case it cooled off too much on you. It rehydrates it, and because it's fat, it's not gonna feel dry like water would. Just do that every once in a while, you'll be good to go. Now, you don't have to do this part, but I do, to add just a little bit extra layer of flavor. Mix up the chorizo right with the beef. Some people leave that out and enjoy it by itself, but I like to mix it in there because it just provides a whole nother layer of flavor right there, guys. Very good, very nice. So now we got everything, boys. Let's go ahead and assemble. See this tortilla right over here? See, not too oily. It has a little bit of oil, but not a whole lot. It's nice. You're able to go ahead and grab it, no problem. Let's put some meat in here. Oh, bro, look at that, bro. Let's get some cilantro and onion a little bit right there. Yeah. Put a little bit of salt right there. No problem. And el limón. Look at that, guys. Let's go ahead and get this, boys. Bro. This would make my grandfather very proud. And I'll go ahead and make some for him whenever he comes over. Bro, you just can't beat this. So I hope I did my grandfather proud, man. He's a very humble man. He's a very good man. He's a very good man. And hopefully he's able to go ahead and visit us from Mexico, you know, and try out these tacos and just see, and hopefully he's proud of it. I believe I did very good, and hopefully he's impressed and say, hey, proud of it. Let's see if that happens, guys. Until the next time, be sure to go ahead and like, subscribe, and we'll be doing more stuff here on the Kamado Joe with the Disco. So we'll see you on the next one. Later, guys.